How does FIFA decide which countries qualify for the World Cup? Every 4 years, billions of people watch the FIFA World Cup. But here's something most fans never stop to think about. Why are some countries automatically there, while others have to survive years of qualification matches just to get a chance? And why does one continent get more World Cup spots than another? At first glance, it seems random. It's not. In fact, FIFA has a giant system that decides exactly who gets in and who stays home. And once you see how it works, you'll never look at World Cup qualification the same way again. Let's explain the entire thing in a few minutes. First, the big question. Why can't every country just play? There are currently more than 200 FIFA member nations. The World Cup 2026 has 48 spots. You can probably see the problem. Trying to fit over 200 countries into a 48-team tournament would be like trying to fit an entire city's traffic into a single parking lot. Chaos. So FIFA created a qualification system. Before the World Cup even starts, countries spend years fighting for those spots. And here's where it gets interesting. Not every country is fighting for the same number of places. The world is divided into 6 regions. FIFA splits the world into 6 football confederations: Europe, South America, North and Central America, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. Think of them like 6 separate leagues. Each region runs its own qualification tournament. Countries mostly compete against neighbors instead of playing teams from every continent. In theory, this keeps travel reasonable. In practice, it also creates a lot of arguments, because not all regions get the same number of World Cup spots. WHO gets the most spots? This sounds simple. It isn't. For the 2026 World Cup, Europe gets the biggest share. Africa gets a huge increase. Asia gets more spots than ever before. And smaller regions get fewer guaranteed places. Why? Because FIFA tries to balance 2 things: football strength and global representation. Europe has many of the strongest national teams. You know the type. Countries that seem to appear in every World Cup knockout stage. But FIFA also wants the tournament to represent the entire world, not just one continent. Honestly, that's probably a good thing. A World Cup with only the strongest countries would be powerful, but maybe not very world. How do countries actually qualify? Now comes the part most people never fully understand. Each confederation creates its own qualification format. Some regions use groups, some use league-style tables, some use multiple rounds, some use playoffs. Basically, every region has its own set of obstacles. It's like 6 different video games with the same prize at the end. Reach the World Cup. For example, a country might have to finish first in a group. Another might need to survive several knockout rounds. Another might have to win a playoff. Different roads, same destination. What about the host countries? Here's a massive shortcut. Host nations automatically qualify. No qualification required. For the 2026 tournament, the hosts are the United States, Canada, and Mexico, so they're already in. Imagine being invited to your own party and then being told you have to earn entry. That would be weird. So FIFA skips that part. The hosts get automatic places. Ever heard of intercontinental playoffs? This is where things get spicy. Some countries finish just short of automatic qualification, but they're not completely out. Instead, they enter intercontinental playoffs. Teams from different continents face each other for the final World Cup spots. It's basically football's last chance saloon. One match, one opportunity, years of work on the line. The pressure must be unbelievable. Win and your country celebrates. Lose and you're watching the World Cup from your couch. Why does FIFA keep changing the system? Because football keeps growing. More countries are competitive now than ever before. More fans, more players, more money, more interest. The 2026 World Cup expanded from 32 teams to 48 teams. That's a huge jump. FIFA believes more teams means more nations can dream about qualifying. And honestly, dreams are a big part of what makes international football special. A country that has never reached the World Cup suddenly has a realistic chance. That's powerful. So what's the real answer? FIFA doesn't simply pick countries. Countries have to earn their place. The world is divided into regions. Each region gets a certain number of World Cup spots, and then national teams battle through years of qualification matches to claim them. That's the whole system. Simple idea, complicated execution, which is kind of football in general. And here's the question. With 48 teams now entering the World Cup, will we see more surprise nations than ever before? Or will the same football giants keep dominating anyway? Let me know what you think, and if you enjoy simple explanations of confusing football topics, subscribe for more videos like this.